got dog and wolf. 14, 15, and we have ant. Ant is coming reversed. We're going to look these up at the end. Has to do with pack mentality and loyalty. Teamwork. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna pull several cards today. I feel like we need it. I just did a reading and it was really kind of disturbing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post it. So I'm gonna try to pick up on some other energy. Let's get a fairy card too. Why not? Why not? Now my energy is starting to build. Okay. I think I'm tapping into something else now. God, I tapped into a really heavy energy. Like someone was performing black magic. Someone's like not letting go. Okay, what's this energy? Who am I tapping into now? Something different, please. Om the poet. He wanted to come out the other day too. He's kind of coming reversed. Anything else? Whoa! Holy shit. Luthus the Wild. I think I'm kind of reversed. I also see the Glansner again. The Topsy-Turvets, which are also on the back. The Topsy-Turvets. We got a lot, guys. And we have the Maiden. She's nice. We're going to put all these pieces together. We might do a long one today. I've got nothing better to do. I got nothing better to do today. Or should we do a Lenormand? Can we get any specifics with the Lenormand cards, please? Thank you. Jeez, they're coming out quick. Someone's having money troubles. Or drinking problems. Could be a man. Clouds, heart, snake, ring, bouquet. Those were the ones that came out. Someone's got a cloud, like unsure. Someone's doubtful. Someone's wondering about deception over loyalty or over commitment. Someone's thinking about flirting or giving a gift or something like that. Okay, let's see the tarot. This is interesting. 1:44 on the timer just now. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You know? My chosen ones! Put it back. Putting it back. 4 of Wands. We're gonna see. We'll see if they come back out. Let me just shuffle. Hi guys. If you don't know me, my name is Toad. And I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad Realm. What's the Toad Realm, you may ask? I don't know. I kind of made it up. It's the death energy and it's the moon energy. It's the unknown from beyond the veil. The Toad Realm is beyond the veil. Alright? I'm deciphering it just as much as you guys. We'll decipher it together and we'll put the pieces together. I've been getting messages for quite some time now. And I've been studying them for quite some time now. That's what the hermit does. He goes up onto the hill to study, to learn about himself, to go within, to look at the stars, to see his cycles and his patterns. That's why we get to the wheel after the hermit. Clouds, we got heart, we got a clouded heart. Someone's in the dark. We always are. That's what that Ace of Swords was about. Come on now. The Emperor and the wheel. The Emperor just flew out and we got the wheel. What did I say? What was I just saying about the wheel? Someone's starting to notice their patterns. Okay, so the Emperor. We've got some. We need to have some control. All of us. We're coming out of the chains of the devil, which means that we need to have control. We're seeing our patterns clearly. We're seeing our cycles. We're seeing our habits, and we're breaking them. Let's find out more. You know, ring can be about things that do not end, right? Cycles. Maybe it's cycles that need to be broken. The ring did come reversed, kind of, but I don't read reversals with these cards. Someone does have a clouded heart though, all right? And we do see snake. So someone could be, I did get, well, this deception from before. I don't want to go there. That's someone else's story right now, I feel like. All right, what's this about? Let's get more info. Maybe someone was being deceptive and that's what they see. That's what they see now. Yeah, there was something unclear. Fogginess, Neptune, clouds. Someone's unsure about someone's feelings, maybe. All right, well, what about the Emperor and the Wheel, the Lovers? Something's faded. I see the Knight of Cups. Everything. I like the Lovers is where the timeline splits. This is where you're going to hear things different about the Lovers from me than you do from other people. This is where we get to choose. This is where we get to jump timelines, and it's all in our choices, and it comes down to every second. It comes down to the way that we're thinking. But most of the time, when people are lost, when people don't know what to do, it's because of the big spins. It's because of the big cycles. It's because there's something critical now that needs to be done. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here asking, right? There's something about going after what you love. There's something about wearing your heart on your sleeve. There's something about being chivalrous. My kings. My kings. Chivalry is not dead, okay? It's not. Bring someone some fucking flowers already, you know? My kings. Be the knight in shining armor. Come on. I'm going to tell you to do it. It's nice. It's nice. Girls like it. Bring them flowers. Bring them a gift. That's for some. That's for some. And if someone's just confused, if someone's like unsure about something, there's like, why are you gonna sit around waiting and wondering? Why? Why don't you just fucking figure it out? There is some sort of new beginning here with the Maiden. There's something new that needs to be nurtured. And there's a lot of sexual energy with Tom the Poet and that Glansner guy. The Star, reversed. The most important card. It all comes down to this. Strength. You need 7 to get through 8. You need 17 to get through 18. 18 and 8. You need strength. Inner strength. 4 wands. 6 of pentacles. I think someone is lacking faith right now because of the fogginess, because of the unknowns. There's something unknown, and it's really making someone doubt. Someone's doubting, I think, because things haven't been laid out in the open. It's my Toad Code card. Because things haven't been brought out of the walls. Someone's worried. Please clarify the Star. King of Wands. He's feeling like a lack of confidence today. So my torchbearers could be just talking to the divine masculines. It could be any of us, right? We all have masculine and feminine within us. But we got the torchbearers present. We do have Leo on the table. Strong Leo vibes with strength. And him does not have to be a fire sign. This is about confidence. It's about feeling in control of your life. It's about being a ruler. It's about being a leader. It's about being one who is not afraid of the dark. If you do not have faith, then you're gonna be afraid of the dark. If you want to be a leader, if you want to be successful at what you do, then you need to trust. You need to. 10 of Cups with the Star reverse. Someone is not. The Star needs to be up right now, guys. 4. Someone's saving. Someone's being stubborn. Someone's struggling with their mental health. Someone's trying to not party too much. Someone's trying to not... let me get one more. Tower. 10 of Swords. Someone might need strength in order to leave, like a third party, maybe. That's for some. That's just for some. Someone's needing strength because they're going through a big awakening. Because they're realizing that they haven't been building their life on joy. They're realizing that they haven't been building their life on passion. They're realizing that they haven't been building their life on their purpose. Look, we got 14. There's building on fire. Most of the Emperor's 4. 4 is the Emperor. 4 relates to the Emperor. He's the foundation. He creates a stable structure, okay? This is the control that we also have within our lives. For my feminines out there, this isn't just for the masculines. This is also about us having control. Us having inner control, inner strength. Okay, 4 and 8. Now, I said this before recently. I'm going to say it again because it's very important. The emperors, our masculines, my masculines out there, all of us, we've been told that in order to have control, in order to have stability, in order to be protected, that we need to have a lot of money. The money is not the stability. It's only 1/4, and it's not even a full pillar. The earth element isn't just money. The real earth element is commitment, steadfastness, dedication, land, your communities, what you build your communities around you. That's the stability, all right? And yes, we live in a modern world. We live in a world where money is necessary, and it is. But if you're building, a lot of people, they'll make choices at the level of the lovers where the timeline splits. Most people make decisions based on just money, based on just the earth element. That is one pillar. Like, they'll move to a place because of money. They'll choose a person because of money or what they physically have. Or they choose a job because of the money. Okay, so it might last a while. Building a tower on just the earth element, it might last a while. Why? Because the earth element is the one that we can see. It's the one that is physical, okay? But this is why when that material tower falls, it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a really fucking big one. Crumbly. He's the miser. He holds on to his possessions. He holds on to whatever it is. Now, this could be about money. This could be about a person. This could be about a way of being. This is someone very stubborn, okay? He won't release something to come out of the walls of the city, okay? Emperors do not build just on the 4, all right? And money is an energy, all right? If you let it flow, it will come back. If you let it flow in faith, it will come back. But anyway, this is what we build on. We continuously build on this. We continuously come back to this. Of course, we check the water. Of course, we check the air. They all need to be there. But we base our life on our passions. And this is one that I never read anywhere else. This is a totemism. There are no walls on this structure, meaning that air can freely go through the walls, meaning that communication is there, truthfulness. You know, if you don't keep anything in, then it's not going to explode. Someone really wants their happily ever after, but they're lacking faith for it. Please clarify the tower. There's not enough, okay, that 3 of Cups. There's not enough celebration in someone's life. Someone does not have enough joy and celebration and community, laughter. It's because they're so stubborn. They're just blocking everything. Usually we see him with like the coin over his heart. He's got a coin on his head. He's got coins on his feet. Here's the 10 of Pentacles. You can have it, but you cannot get to the 10 before you get to the 9. You cannot get through the dark without the star. You cannot. Here it is again. There's so much potential here. This is so beautiful, guys. Let's get a little bit about this clouded heart. I know you guys just want to know. And this is where it gets hard. This is where you go on these videos and you are gonna, I see what the other fucking readers are doing. And yeah, maybe it is aligned sometimes, right? But it cannot be. It cannot be that everyone who watches, that it's gonna be the same answer. When you're giving a yes or no answer like that. The way that I do this, it is going to work for everyone. You know why? Because I'm explaining how the system works. And it's not random. Everything moves in this path. Everything moves in this way. Everything unfolds in the same way. Look at a flower. Look at how everything unfolds in the same sacred spiral. I had the grouse card earlier. That's what that sacred spiral was about. The sacred spiral. I'm pulling it back out. Okay, there are some things about that last reading that I did. Might have to add it in. Someone there is someone out there, and this is not for everyone, but there is someone out there that is having such a hard time letting go of someone or something that they're trying to use like magic, and that's not cool. We don't use magic like that. Okay? If something in your life is not, if there's something that you're not happy with, it's for a reason. You have to trust God. Using using magic on people or trying to manipulate your situation, that's always black. We don't need to do that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's called not having faith when you do that. Eventually, you have to go into the dark. That's how we level up. That is how we level up. No other way. No other way. Because if you were to stay in one way or the other, the known, if you want me to give you an answer, that keeps you stuck, motherfuckers. Look, I just cut to the Queen of fucking Wands. It's gonna keep you stuck. It keeps you in your old timelines. To be able to see is to keep you in what is known. And what is known does not leave enough room for magic. For the real magic. Some people try to like manipulate the magic, to use the magic in order to manipulate their surroundings instead of just getting out of their own fucking way and experiencing the magic all around them, all around you. Don't try to manipulate people. Don't try to manipulate situations. Okay. What was that last card? Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. I was gonna ask anyway about the clouded heart. Can you say anything about this? Hanged man. Flip your perspective. Someone needs to change their perspective. Please clarify. Someone needs to let go. Holy shit. Trash truck. Someone needs to let go. Someone really needs to let go. Because I don't know. I'm trying to clarify heart and clouds. Turn your perspective. Try to see things differently than the way that you have been looking at them. And that's going to help you transform. Clarify one more time, please. The Hermit. It's time to be alone. I think that's what. No matter what, you need to surrender. No matter what, you need to release. Even if it really is the possibility for this, you still need to surrender. We always need to surrender. Someone needs to surrender what they've been blocking, what they've been holding. I don't know what it's going to be for. It's going to be different for everyone. This is going to be different. Someone either needs to like release a relationship. They need to stop waiting. If it's going to be heartbreak, just let it be heartbreak, because life starts at the 3. Remember? That's the Empress and death. Once we surrender, when you surrender at death, when you let go, then you find out what is truly for you. And you find out what remains. Here comes another totemism. Anything that you chase will slip through your fingers. Anything that you try to grip onto, is going to slip through your fingers. Anything that you try to push away is going to push back. It's going to. The only thing we can do is go like this. This is how we know what is for us. What remains? What remains after you surrender? Stop blocking at the 2. I don't want to know. 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 Let in the truth. Let in the light. Let in that extra sword. Let the sword of truth come in. It's time to cut yourself down off the tree. Stop juggling. Stop juggling. Move to the 3. Community. Community is important. The Hierophant. We need to move up, guys. We need to have faith. Why do these cards just keep coming out? 2 of Swords. This needed to come out because I was just talking about it. We don't want to stay here, not seen, not knowing, blocking, avoiding, stalemate, motherfuckers. 2 is the forgetting. Okay? Let in the light. There's a struggle. There's a conflict. There's competition. Oh, look, it looks kind of like an upside down star. 5. 5 is either up or down, or you find temperance in the middle. Where did my Hierophant go? There he is. This is 5 is up. 15, the devil, down. Okay? We need to find a balance. That's the wolf and the dog. Going between the wolf and the dog of the moon. The 2 of Cups. This is a decision too. This is a decision too, guys. Jesus. What do you want? So when a new thing is presented to you, when a new opportunity is presented to you, when it comes in the form of meeting another person, then you choose whether or not to move on to the 3 or not, right? To the 3. 1, 2, 3. Fire. Follow the fucking fire already. This is a long reading, but I feel like we need it. I don't know why. There's the Hierophant again. Wanted to stay out. And we see the Chariot. Okay, so we got 5. We got 6. We got 7. 7 to 17. We got 8 too. And we got 9. I'm just pulling all the cards. 8. Where'd my Hermit go? Did I put him back? 9. 10. Then comes Justice. Did we get Justice too? I saw Justice in the earlier one, I think. The earlier reading. That scary one. Then the Hangman, then Death. We're getting into the hard stuff here, guys. It always goes in order, remember? Okay? So you learn, you commit, you have faith, and then you make your decisions. Make your decision based on a firm foundation, based on the 4 pillars. That's how you know whether or not to go or not. The only way to be successful with having blind faith, with keeping your eye on the star and going through the dark, is to know that you have made your decisions based on the Toad Code, based on what is true for you. What is real for you? What is your truth? What is your calling? What is your destiny? Okay? Once you know that all of the pillars are there from the first pass, then you can start building. Then you can go and not look back, not stay in the black and white. This is about finding the 3. That's kind of what 7 is. 7 is like the higher 3. Does that make sense? It's the highest active number. It's the highest, most righteous action that we can take, is to cut through the fog and faith. 7. It could either be this way. It could either be this way. We're going forward. It could be a 3rd special way. Just get out of your head. Stop saying, oh, I can't have this. Where'd it go? I can't have this thing because I'm not good enough. I want to do this, but I can't because of that. I want to have this, but I can't because I don't have this. I want to be that, but I don't have enough of this. I want this person, but I can't because of this. I want this, that, boom, 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 boom. People, this is how we make blockages. This is where the physics comes in. Think about the energy moving between 2 points. It goes faster and faster and faster until it creates a wall. That's what creates all of physical reality. Have you guys learned that yet? This is what has created all of physical reality. It's just a separation in vibration. Energy moving between points. Okay? So when you take the observation out of it, this is the observer effect, all right? Look it up. When you take the observation out and say, actually, it could be something that I'm not even expecting, that's when the magic happens. That's when the magic happens, guys. Here's the star on the top of this one. This is the longest reading. What the fuck was that? Flipped over the whole time? Go after your dreams. Take some action. That was flipped over. Anything from this deck? I still gotta read that shit. 8 of Wands, take some action. Quick movement, swift communication, travel, passionate communication. We also got communication coming up here. Seeing Justice now. Moving into calmer waters. King of Cups. 4 Wands. All right, let me get the books. Oh, and the 10 of Pentacles, apparently. Again. Temperance. Release and surrender at death so you can get to Temperance. And it's about patience. Someone's not having enough patience. Watch out, here comes the sting. If you are in a hurry, you may fall prey to those who are not working for the good of the whole humanity. 4 of Wands, guys. Those individuals who make greed a way of life prey on fear and urgency of those who have forgotten natural tribal law. This is that 4 of Pentacles, guys. He's the stingy fucking miser, all right? Where my miser at? Here he is. It's easy money. If you go straight towards the money, it's not going to last. It's not going to be legacy. It's not going to be, you're going to be left alone. You're going to be left alone instead of fucking having community, the real stability. The real stability. This is what we need to be investing in. This is what we need to be investing in. We need to be investing in our relationships. We need to be investing in the people that we love. We need to be investing in the pack. If this warning applies to you, become aware of the users and con artists. Someone is also being deceptive. That was the first reading. in the contrary position and also teaches you to trust natural law. Where'd my fucking star go? Trust. Your silly impatience will bring Coyote to aid you in sabotaging your plans for the future if you allow your panic to outweigh your rational sensibilities. The key here is to honor the will of the Great Spirit so that the mountains are not made out of anthills. All right, Dog and Wolf, 14 and 15. Dog is about loyalty. Wolf is teacher. Interesting. I thought it was like pack, about the pack. Have I recently forgotten that I owe my allegiance to my personal truth in life? That's the star. Is it possible that gossip or the opinions of others have jaded my loyalty to a certain friend or group? That's been coming up a lot lately too. And there's someone deceptive around. I just got a message. And it's going to be very, very specific and not for everyone. But there's there's one man out there who has got two ladies or one lady with two men, you know, one person with two people that they're seeing, okay? And one of them is being really deceptive. One of them is trying to use dark magic and trying to manipulate the other person. That was from the reading before. I picked up on that dark energy immediately. Have I denied or ignored someone who is trying to be my loyal friend? Have I been loyal and true to my goals? That also relates to the emperors, to my emperors who think that money is their only thing that makes them worthy. They think that money is what will make them a good provider, a good husband, a good whatever, you know, a good father, a good leader. The emperor is the leader of the community. He can also be the leader of the family, right? He can also represent Wolf, teacher. Wolf is the pathfinder. Where's my king? The torchbearers. They light the way. They're the pathfinders. Wolf is the pathfinder, the forerunner of new ideas who returns to the clan to teach and share medicine. Wolf takes one mate for life and is loyal like dog. If you were to keep company with wolves, you would find an enormous sense of family within the pack, as well as a strong individualistic urge. These qualities make Wolf very much like the human race. As humans, we also have an ability to be part of society and yet still embody our individual dreams and ideas. In the Great Star Nation, Wolf is represented by the dog star, Sirius, which legend tells us was the original home of our teachers in ancient times. Sirius was thought to be the home of the gods by the ancient Egyptians and is still considered so by the Dogon tribes in Africa. It stands to reason that Native American peoples would formulate the same connection and adopt wolf people as the clan of teachers. The senses of Wolf are very keen, and the moon is its power ally. The moon is the symbol for psychic energy, or the unconscious, that holds the secrets of knowledge and wisdom. Baying at the moon may be an indication of Wolf's desire to connect with new ideas, which are just below the surface of consciousness. Wolf medicine empowers the teacher within us all to come forth and aid the children of the earth in understanding the great mysteries of life. If you have drawn Wolf card, you may be able to share your personal medicine with others. Your intuitive side may also have an answer or teaching for your personal use at this time. As you feel Wolf coming alive within you, you may wish to share your knowledge by writing or lecturing on information that will help others better understand their uniqueness or path in life. It is in the sharing of great truths that the consciousness of humanity will attain new heights. Wolf could also be telling you to seek out lonely places that will allow you to see your teacher within. The Hermit. In the aloneness of your power place, devoid of other humans, you may find the true you. Look for teachings no matter where you are. Wolf would not come to you unless you requested the appearance of the tribe's greatest teacher. So there's also someone who is worried that there's someone who is worried that someone is being manipulative, but I don't think that they are. If someone is just there's different messages here, right? But I think someone is worried about someone being manipulative, being deceptive, and maybe they aren't. Maybe they really are just loyal, you know? But this has to do, the star being the first card, one of the first cards, and the torchbearers. We're in a dark moon time right now. The new moon is happening tomorrow at about 5 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. So this dark time, this is a time of going within And this is the time when we see the stars. We see the stars during the darkest times of the cycles. We lose everything at the tower. That seems like the darkest time. The devil and then the tower, those are big moments. Those are the darkest moments. That's when we find the star. 16 and then 17. You can only see the stars in the darkness. It's the darkest time of year. It's the darkest time of night. It's the darkest time of the month. But it's also when we find our calling. If you can have faith, it's when you find your true purpose. And you will get there if you go through the dark of the moon by the light of the star. By the light of the star. Fight off your temptations, guys. Going through the moon is not easy. Sometimes sometimes what we're fighting is our own doubt, our own fears, our own delusions. Okay? 7. Stand up for what you believe in. Fight for what you want. Okay? Release the burden and call on your family and your friends. You have a friend. All right, my torchbearers. This has been a really long one, but this is really, it felt like a really important message. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Jesus. This card says that wild creative energies are being brought to whatever position it represents in the card layout. It often fires up the things that surround it, represented by the other cards, energizing them as well. It tells us that it is important to think and act creatively, and it says that the energy to do so is available. New approaches are called for here. Old ideas and old behaviors will not do it. It's time. This came out in both. I didn't even see this one come out in this one. It is time to move. Cut through the fog. For example, another member of the Oracle discussion group was at a convention and a man was demonstrating electronic devices. That's this one. I remember this. She was not particularly interested in them, but he and she talked about different meters and tools for a while. She started to walk away, and then she thought, no, I've got to do this. She went back and told him, I don't think I'm ever going to forgive myself if I don't tell you. I think I'm in love with you. They've been happily married for many years now. Sometimes it is important to take the risk of making a fool of yourself again. Sometimes it is important to take the risk of making a fool of yourself to gain something amazing and wonderful and miraculous. It's funny because this is the one that flew out like really fast in the beginning too. Boom. Fast. Go for it. Stop delaying. Sometimes Lewis says, go for it now. And it is important. Sometimes when Lewis says go for it now, it is important to do so. And sometimes it isn't. If the only reason for caution is that you were afraid of looking silly, it probably is time to go for it. He always thinks going faster and taking chances is better, and sometimes he is even right. Use sense and stay grounded, even while he takes you off on a flight of fancy. There's a lot of sexual and romantic energy here. The topsy-turvets. I think that's about like the good and the bad and the bad and the good. Seeing things from a different perspective. Let's see. Change of viewpoint. It's the Hangman. Fresh look, new way of seeing. It's a new beginning in the way of the mind. It's a new beginning in the way of the mind. Justice for the Emperors. The Ace of Swords. These were the first cards. In a reading, the Turva suggests that things need to be looked at from another angle. We need to back off from our emotional entanglement and look anew. Much of the apparent confusion about the issue is caused by a faulty point of view. Get the opinions of honest others and then relook at your own. Defensiveness and denial may be causing much difficulty. Try imagining that you are looking at the situation from the point of view of each of the others involved. This is not an exercise in deciding how the others ought to see things, but in discovering how they really do. Words like, he ought to see that, are not useful at this time. If the honesty and the singer of courage, someone needs to be like, this is the way to know. It's the way to know. It's the way to know. It's the way to know. And then you just trust, right? Fuck. Okay. Emperors and Empresses. I'm dropping all the cards. Okay. I love ending on the sun. Alright, my kings, my queens, my emperors, my empresses. We gotta trust. We gotta trust, motherfuckers. Have a good day.